got a sight down, and I thought it was this wire here because I checked it yesterday, plugged it into the modem of the backhaul, plugged in the laptop, got nothing. So apparently this is not the issue, or it's part of it and there's still other issues, but it didn't show up yesterday because after I replaced this wire, put it all back together, I sat there for an hour, hour and a half, and everything was fine. And everything was fine all night until about an hour ago, about 8 o'clock this morning. So I'm gonna take a fresh new Edge Router X and see if I can figure out if that's the issue or not, because if that goes out, everything else will go offline as well. But this has already been replaced once. The difference this time is the modem itself. I logged into my Spectrum backhaul account and it shows in there that the modem is disconnected. Usually that means power. So if power is off the box, that's what it would show. At least that's what I've had experience with so far. So let's get over there and see if we can diagnose what it is, because this site is starting to be a pain in the butt to figure out what it is. I thought at one time that it was overheating. I put a fan on it, that didn't solve the problem. Then the problem kind of went away, so I took the fan off and it's been running, you know, a little bit over a year now with no issues. And if it was the heat, it wouldn't be going, you know, messing up right now because it's not hot yet. It's only 9 o'clock, so it's not got hot yet. So that's not the issue. At least it's not telling me that that's the issue. So, and hardly anybody really using it right now, so no equipment's really getting heavily used to build up a lot of heat this early in the morning. Hopefully I can just go there and the GFI plug that's feeding the box needs to be reset. Hopefully it'll be that easy, because it's the weekend, it's a holiday weekend, and I just want to sit back and drink coffee and do absolutely nothing. But it seems like this one site don't want to let me do that. But we're going to go over here and see what we can find. All right, let's find out what's going on here. Is it actually tripped or not tripped? Let's see if there's any power on the devices here. Let's see, small key. Not it. There it is. And there's lights. Means it's got power. Kill the power and turn it back on to the modem. For some reason it's getting kind of hot in there, but maybe it's the modem going out. It's overheating more than it should be. It's been running fine, but now it wants to get hot. May have to put a fan on this thing, I don't know. I had one on there, it really didn't seem to solve the problem. I found a bad wire. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right. See if I get this off of here without actually cutting it. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Got what's going on here. I got one that's feeding the modem, and then I got one that's coming back. Which should be possibly that one. The one that's feeding has to be this one. This one's coming back and feeding to the inside to here. There's only one cable going in, so I couldn't put I would have to run another cable to be able to put the modem inside to see if that will help, since that's the part that generates the most heat. But I would have to have a coax from here feeding to the inside. Then I have to have another one coming out to send Mocha back to send internet to my box out there. But that Mocha won't give me but 100, but I could change it to a different one. Have to get up with the owner to be able to do all this. It'd be a day, at least a half a day project, not all day, to switch all this out and put everything on the inside. Because that modem's getting extremely warm. So it's actually back online. It's back online now since I restarted the modem. Looks like I'm gonna have to put it on the inside or change the box that can be ventilated. Get a bigger box, have it ventilated, and put all the equipment in it. Something's got to get rid of that heat. But it's been working fine, but now all of a sudden it wants to, maybe the modem is malfunctioning and generating more heat than it should be under very little load. And that's all we can go by right now. Modem's getting overheated and shutting down. Probably what I would do is just notification things are back online. Okay, probably what I'll do, instead of using Mocha, I'll probably just put the modem and all in the office, run Ethernet wire through there, make another hole and get that Ethernet through there with that coax that he has, and run Ethernet all the way to the box outside. just put the modem and leave everything else outside. That would be the easiest and the quickest. I can run Ethernet wire through here and run it down. I can take this coax cable that's going to that box over there, take it out. That's what I can do. That would be I believe it's going to be the easiest and the quickest way to do it, to solve that problem, because it seems to be overheating. This is the backhaul feed, this big cable here. What I'll do is feed the one that goes, I'll feed this one for the modem. That will feed the wire that goes in, which will feed the modem, and then have Ethernet wire coming out of here and go down and just feed that box. So I'll have all the access to it of all speed outside, and have the H router X and everything outside. Just take the modem out, and then this cable here, take it out, and take this cable here out, because I won't need them two cables, because one's feeding internet there and one's feeding Mocha back, so I won't need them, so I can remove them. I just need an Ethernet wire going out that way. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be the best, the quickest, get that modem out of that box. Never had any problems until really now. The other ones, it was power issues. The GFI kept tripping. This time it seems to be the modem is overheating, so get it inside where the air conditioner is. So get up with the owner and see if he can get here, let me in and get this done, and so I can get it done before lunch. It's 9:30 now, so I can get my daughter to work by 4 o'clock, which is an hour drive, so I have to leave about 2:30 to beat the traffic. It's Friday, it's a holiday. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put everything inside. Definitely tighten that up, that's loose. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do, just run Ethernet wire through that way. Hopefully he can come out here today and I'll get this done. Poke a little hole right through here, get the coax out of the way good enough to get Ethernet wire through. Seems like that's what it's going to take. Even the modem was offline this time, so get it out of the heat. Alright, we're going to run a wire around here, see what it would take to get it from here to over there. I think the owner's here now. Yeah, he's here. So let's get this done. Alright, we're going to see what we got behind here. See if it's a box or it's just a plate. Open plate, shallow plate. What kind of plate did they put in here? Or did they just put a sleeve in here just to hold the plate on? We will see. Be nice if there's no box, just a ring that goes around the hole to be able to put a plate on. Be nice if that's all it is. Nope, it's a box. And looks like it's a nail-on box too, so we're gonna have to fish that wire from outside up here. That's gonna be fun. Let's see what we can do to get that to work. That's gonna be real fun. Yeah, it's tight. Let's go outside and see what I got. Alright, got the wire in here. going to have to put a box on the inside because there's no way to get this to snake through this wall and come out in the same box. Best to put it in a separate box anyway. So I'm going to have to put a pop-in box or something on the inside and put a cover on it and put an Ethernet jack on it. But let's go pull it actually to the inside. Alright, we're going to pull it right through here. I was going to use Mocha to send it back and put the Edge Router X in here to feed his, but that would not give me full speed outside because this one is limited to 100 megabits per second. Plus, if I put the modem in here, Edge Router X, the router, with all the processing it does, it still wouldn't give me full speed. So I figured I'll just do it this way. And I'll get a plate with the Ethernet jack and put it right here, cut it out and put it here. But right now, I just want to get it moved to the new location. And I can always come back, slide this in to the wall and get a jack that plugs in like a barrel connector, plug in the back of it, and then have a outlet actually on the wall itself. So let's see if we get this ran into the box outside, put ends on it, and relocate the modem and see if it's going to do as I'm hoping that it will. Because what I'm thinking of doing is just put modem here and feed the coax cable, the Ethernet wire from here to out there. Then it will plug into PoE that will feed the Edge Router X and then one of the access points, and also it will be fed back on Mocha and come back into here. Hopefully I can put an end on this and put an end on the other end, have it ran, take the modem out, bring it here, plug it in, and everything should just light back up. At least that's what I'm aiming for. So let's see if that can be accomplished that easy. Alright, that's enough there. We can run it here, run it down underneath here. Where the other cable that we got ran over there, so we can get it to hold itself up in here. Figure out a way to get it to hold up in here some way, somehow. Usually you can get these things just to pinch themselves right in here, but I don't know if this one's going to be that easy. Since I already got the coax cable in here, it may not be that easy. But we'll see how lucky we get having this ran in here. Let's see. Nothing really to hold it up in here. Zip tied, I guess, one way or the other. Alright, let's put an end on here. Just a temporary, well actually this shouldn't be a temporary. I should be able to get a plate and be able to plug this in the back of it and be able to have a wall outlet. That's what I'm aiming for. Hopefully that'll be that easy. I don't know if the Ace hardware here will have it actually do it. Probably cost an arm and a leg, a few teeth and everything else just to have it convenient to be in here. Just don't know. Here's my cutters, strippers that I had. There we are. All right. Okay. All right, let's put this together. Okay, there's that end right there. Now let's go put an end on the other one. Get it in the box. And we should be able to move the modem and plug it in and make this work. Let's see if it's going to be that easy. Should be, so that because this should be plugged into the modem and sends out an IP to the Edge Router X out there as it is now. It's just making this cord basically longer to put the modem in here. Everything else should work, and then internet should come back in on here to give him internet on his Mocha for his router here. That's what I'm hoping. And then I can go get a plate and come back and make this hole with this wire with a plate. So let's see if that's going to work that easy. Okay, now we got the wire here, which will be the one that will plug into this PoE here, which will be, this wire, because this is the one that goes actually to the modem. So it'll plug in this PoE, and then the PoE will feed the Edge Router X. Edge Router X will feed one AP, and then it'll feed another AP from here. It goes to here, which this PoE will feed access point for his cameras, and then this one here will feed the Mocha, which is right here, which goes back on the coax, goes back inside. Now, that's technically the way it's supposed to go work. Let's see if we can get it to do that. Let's see if we can actually get it to do that or not. Right, we have a connection wire. Let's see if we can get this modem out of here and get it relocated and get it to the inside. Let's see if that's going to... Oh, I got to do something else too. I started something else I need. I need coax actually feeding the modem. Whoops. Alright, since I don't have another coax cable coming in to feed the modem, and then another coax going back out to feed Mocha, so it looks like the only thing I can do without actually leaving here to go get any equipment to make this work is plug this into this router and let the modem, when I put it in here, feed this modem, feed this router. Modem will feed this router, and this router will feed out there to give me internet. And I can use the coax coming in here, switch it outside from sending to the other Mocha, and just get the internet backhaul connection here and feed the modem. So internet will come in here, go to the modem, from the modem to this router, which gives him internet, and then this will plug into the router and will give me internet outside. So that's what should happen. At least that's what I'm aiming for. So we can unplug this. Let this be the feed off of the modem when I put it in here. Which will automatically feed. Should be able to feed that way. I don't see why that should not work. So that means the Mocha system is actually coming out. So this will feed the modem over here. This will be the feed. Internet coming here, go to modem, from here go to router, from the router goes outside. So let's see if that actually is going to get done. Then all I got to do is come get a plate and put it here, and that should be good. Let's see if I can kind of straighten that up a little bit. Let's see here. That wire's coming back here a little bit better. More organized. Have a way to give him some access of putting more stuff on the shelf when I'm done. Just like that. Let him sit here, he'll have all this room to put whatever and use all the outlets that he needs. So let's see if we can do that. Alright, let's shut this down. As to just what's needed in here, we won't need this. This cable is not going to be needed. That's feeding Mocha. We can kill it. Get that out of here. Try to have no more shutdown no longer, and I have to. Less components in here, but so I should be able to take this out of here. Let's go change that coax to feed actually on the inside. This is the one that feeds inside, which is right there. So I should be able to take that out, because that's the one that's feeding the Mocha, which I won't need. That looks real good right there. See if I can tighten that up by using this. And that thing is loose. It's not, I can finger tight. Holy crap. It's not good. That'll make some noise in the line. It's loose. Just tighten up now. I'll get the screwdriver in a minute. But should be able to take this one, which feeds on the inside. And this is the one that's feeding over there to me, which I don't need. So unscrew this one. That's going to shut everybody down, because that kills the modem offline. Now I'm going to move the modem to the inside. The modem's down now. So now we can take this coax off of here. Boy, everything's just falling out of here. Good Lord. And then that's no longer needed. Oh Lord. What a day, what a day. I guarantee it ain't working now. Yeah, alright, that feeds that. Just let it all hang out. Ah. Oh goodness. Alright. Let's go see if we can plug this in and get this to work in here. Okay. Alright, got that plugged in. Waiting for it to connect to the Spectrum. And waiting for it to connect. It's not going to connect until I connect the coax. That would help the situation. So, got to connect it all to get it to work. See if we can sit that back here like that, all out of the way. See if we can get it to communicate. Alright, it's booting up. It's booting up. Whew. Alright. Just waiting for the modem or the Edge Router X to come back online, and it's back online. So it looks like everything's back online as it should be. Alright. Everything's back online. Modem's in here. See if that solves the issue of it not overheating, because that's the only thing I can find. It. Really? get some double-sided stick tape, or possibly just use this here just to hold up temporarily, and here just to hold it, and I should be fine. So much more room in here now, but never had any problems with it overheating before. It was just a bad modem. And this modem here has been going over a year now, and I just finally decided to be real sensitive. Just enough to hold it up in there. Don't need a coax in there, so I'm going to take the other one out, but I would have to cut the end and put. Actually, I could cut that end off and just say, heck with it. Just get it out of there. Sure can. Just to get that cable out of there. I have no reason to have it in there. Not need to be in there. Don't need to have it in there. I'll just cut the end off of it. If I can reach it. Good enough just to cut it off. Be sure I don't cut no other wire. That solves that problem. That'll get that cable out of there. Don't need it. Won't need it in the way either. Have nothing but what we need in here. That's all we need. It's our equipment. That holds everything right there. It's everything that we need in there. And that's it. That's all we need. That's all we need right there. Alright, now I'm going to check and see what kind of speed that I end up having. See if it's decreased or not. With that router inside in the middle of the play of the connection from there to here. I was getting roughly about 200, so I don't know if that's going to change or not. I mean, if I get 100, I'd be happy, because that's all we need for this park. Because I don't think they ever reached 60 yet. I mean, it's only like 16, 18 spots here, so. Yeah, that's giving me a limitation of 100 max. Because of that router I got in there. That's the maximum I'm going to get out of here is 100, unless I change that router, or if I put another router that's 1 gig. But I really don't need it. That's enough speed. Yeah, that's more than enough for out here. Very consistent of hitting 95 or so. Yep. So we should be good. If I need more speed out here, I can go change that modem in there, or the router, because it's maxed out at 100. I can change it if I need more out here, but never reach like 60 here. So that should be enough. If I need it, at least I know I have it, and all I got to do is put one that's a gig in there. That would give him a lot of speed. He'll have the maximum speed of the modem, and then I'll get the maximum speed out here, and I'll be back up to 200, because Edge Router X, with all the processing that it does, it takes some of the speed away from it. But I got enough, so it should be good here. Now we just need to tidy up the wire and go try to do an install before I get out of here too. That's gonna be fun. All right, let's get this ground wire actually connected, because right now it's really not in there at all. I mean, it's so loose. Okay. Okay, that would give all the internet I need right there. I don't see him expanding anywhere because there's no room for him to expand. But if somebody wants a fast internet, I would have to change that router in there to get a whole 300 megabits per second coming through. Right now I got 100 coming through, and he gets 100, so we should be good. So let's get all this up and get out of here. I'll have to come back and put that plate, plus seal this up with some caulking here. Alright, now it's time to go to the hardware store and see if they got a plate with like a barrel connector or pass-through connector, whatever you want to call it, for Ethernet, so I can actually put a plate up there, put that wire in, and use a little jumper to feed the internet from the modem. Let's see. Yeah, I have to use another cord after I put that in, because the cord that's feeding through the wall now will have to be put into the wall to feed the back side of the jack, and then I have to have another Ethernet wire to bring it back out and plug it into the router that's inside. So let's go see if we can possibly get that here actually in Sneeze Ferry at the Ace Hardware. Hopefully they have what I need. If not, I just have to wait, because it's already 11:54 and I got to get my daughter to work by 4 o'clock, and it's an hour drive. So that means I have to be there at least 3, but it's heavy traffic. It's the holidays, the weekend, even so, even more. I like to leave 2 hours ahead of the time she's supposed to be there, so I need to be there by 2. So that means I need to leave Sneeze Ferry no later than 1:30. So this does not give me much time to finish this wall. I'm putting a plate on it. Hopefully I'll be able to get one. Then go to another park, program some equipment, and install a client, and still get out here on time. Talking about rushing. I'm going to go by that part now and look and see what I'm going to need. Most likely it's going to be the normal setup as a pole, and put the CPE on it, run it on the inside because I have no air cubes. So I have to put a router on the inside, which is no big deal. Just enough to get by with, just to get them internet. So let's go look at this one and see what it's going to take to do the install. And the install will be another video, probably right after this one, the very next day. So let's see what we got.